You know how it happened is it was exactly the way I would never want it to happen to anyone else. But, looking back, I'm glad it all worked out the way it did. Is that I had a sister that was in a really bad car accident when I was a sophomore in high school, and she was in the hospital for 5 years. So all the way through my college life, my sister was like on the life or death thing, and it was just me, my mother, and my sister. So it was super hard. And now what's different about NIL is that I had jobs under the table that I paid for my mother's rent, my mother's electrical bill, like all these bills. And so I was working as a bouncer. I played against Sam's and outside of Boston College. And then also I was VIP bartending and bouncing at Avalon, which was like the place to be. But I was doing nothing well. So someone that used to be doing went from doing super well academically was the man in baseball, football, basketball. Then I go to BC. I go in with a broken arm, and everything is faster. People are better in sports wise, not necessarily like intelligence wise, but like everything's just different. And I'm not getting all the things that I preach, recovery. I'm getting none of it. I'm coming home at like 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and I'm there for 5 a.m. runs. And I don't miss any of that, but like that does pay a toll. And I went in at 6'4", 265, and I think I left at 6'4" and a half. And I think that, you know, I don't ever play like the ifs, ands, whats games, but like my guess is that you put 2 inches on, it's 1990. Like I probably would have some kind of shot. I've had any kind of athletic ability. I would love to think I did at least to get to that level, but it was super hard because I also was beating myself up about the one bill I didn't pay for my mother, as opposed to celebrating the 9 that I did pay. And like when I go back and I meditate and I talk with that kid, I let him know how awesome he was, not like I can't believe he didn't get that one bill paid, and that was what that kid beat himself up about. And I think that's a real one of the big lessons I teach in what I do, both in training and with the mental stuff, is that we got to stack wins. And a lot of times we talk about like kids need to stack wins, but I think it's adults too. I think that everyone needs to stack wins. And one of my jokes is if you haven't stacked any wins lately or it's been a bad day, just go order a sandwich or a coffee. And if they get your order right, take it as a win. Like you're on a new winning streak because it's important because I think a lot of people stop trying because they've just they've just stacked too many losses and they just don't